Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Thursday Shuffle. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back again with 8 random packs of Magic the Gathering. We've got, of course, our trusty D8 right here. Look at that. There it is. We're going to shuffle these up. We're going to open up 2 randomly this week. Then we're going to add 2 new packs to the pile for next week. So if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. We just do this as a nice little, varied pack opening. I like to mix it up and open up random packs. You never know what we're going to find or what we're going to hit. So we have a whole bunch of packs from varying eras of Magic the Gathering's history. We're going to open up 2 this week. I like to open up 2 every Thursday just to keep it interesting. So we're going to go 5 and we're going to go 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. All right. Some packs that are still in here. We got Unstable, Alliances, Core 2020, Prophecy, Dominaria, and Theros. It's interesting. These are the 2 packs that I added this week. Plane Shift and Guilds of Ravnica. Those are the 2 packs that I literally just added this week. So it's interesting that we hit those and didn't hit any of the others. But this is why it's random. This is why it's called the Thursday Shuffle. We're going to hit anything that we have available in there. So let's leave Plane Shift to second, and let's start with this Guilds of Ravnica pack. Can we find a Shockland, right? Cosmotronic Wave, Intrusive Pack Beast, Radical Idea, Vigor Spore Worm, Severed Strands, Dark Blade Agent, Devious Cover-Up, Erstwhile Trooper, Sky Knight Legionnaire, Whisper Agent. And then our first uncommon, Crackling Drake. It's a good little Drake right there. Sees some play still in blue-red decks. It's very good. I mean, it's an 0/4 for 4 mana, but it's basically an X4 because its power is based on how many instants or sorceries in your graveyard. And when it enters battlefield, you draw a card. So for 4 mana, you get an 0/4 or an X4, I guess, and Flyer, and draw a card. It's pretty good value. Gatekeeper Gargoyle, City Watch Sphinx, and our rare, Expansion Explosion. There you go. This card sees a lot of play still. Teamer Wreck decks and all that kind of stuff. Wilderness Reclamation really made this card very broken. Still sees a lot of play in Standard and that kind of stuff. Then we got a Golgari Guildgate and a Soldier token. Expansion Explosion, a very good card. Who doesn't like to deal X damage to any target and also draw X cards? And by that I mean you can make anybody draw X cards. So we've got uncommons on the front, so we're going to flippy flop it. 2, 3, 4. Is this a foil? No. Okay, good. All right, so we're into the commons. Now again, this is a set that I don't know much about, so if you just bear with me a moment here, we can pull up the price stuff here. Let me just see here. Prices, price lists. What is this under? Is it under Modern or is it under Legacy? I think it's under Legacy. Where be you? Plane Shift. There we go. Commons. So we have to look for 1 common, Sunscape Familiar, which is the white wall. Actually, it's a card I was looking for quite some time for my Arcades deck. We got Crosis Catacombs, Terminal Maureen, Star Compass, and Treva's Ruins as over $1. So the lands in the uncommon slot. So we've got Heroic Defiance, Meyer Kavu. These old border cards, too. I just love them. Hobble. Good old Hobble. Thorn Scape Familiar. Red spells and white spells you play cost 1 less. Cool. Cool. Who doesn't like a little Naya Beetle, right? 2/1 for 2. That makes your other spells cheaper. Seems good. Cavern Harpy. The old gold border. I really love the old gold border, too. I have to say, I just love the aesthetic of the green with the weird streaks through it. Yeah, or the gold, I guess you would call it, but it's kind of greenish yellow, right? Anyway, Cavern Harpy, Sinister Strength, Maggot Carrier. Look at how that is some gross looking art right there. Look at that thing. We got Confound. A counter target spell that targets one or more creatures. Draw a card. For 2 mana, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Singe. Gerard's Command. I think this is our last common as well. So there you go. Untap target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. That's a really good combat trick, actually. Oh, this is our last common. Okay, Root Greevel. A 2/3 for 4. Sacrifice it, destroy all enchantments of the color of your choice. Interesting. First uncommon is the Stormscape Battle Mage. So the only uncommon we need to worry about that's not a land is Star Compass, which is an artifact, so it should stand out pretty well. So this is a 2/2 for 3 that has a kicker of a white or a kicker of 2 and a black, and it's and or, so you can pay both. So you can play this 2/2 for 3 mana, or you can play it for 4 mana if one of them's a white to get one of the kickers, or you can play it for 7 as long as it's a black, a white, and 2 generic on top of its 1 and 2 generic. And it says when Stormscape Battle Mage comes into play, if you paid the white mana kicker cost, you gain 3 life, right? As it comes into play, if you paid the 2 and a black kicker cost, destroy target non-black creature, that creature can't be regenerated. Interesting. Surprise Deployment. That is definitely what appears to be a Minotaur that is very surprised by a lion. And that lion appears to be punching that Minotaur in the face. Play Surprise Deployment only during combat. Put a non-white creature card from your hand into play. At the end of your turn, return that creature to your hand. Interesting. Ooh, Voice of All. Little angel. Little 2/2 angel for 4. It says, Voice of All comes into play. Choose a color. Voice of All has protection from the chosen color. I actually played this card in my Angel deck for the longest time just because it was a nice 2/2 flyer for 4 that had protection from whatever you were playing against, which is very nice. And then our rare, Radiant Kavu, a 3/3 for 3, and we're talking to Naya again. And then if you pay Naya, prevent all combat damage blue creatures and black creatures would deal this turn. Interesting. So it essentially is like a prevent my opponent colors, essentially, or like enemy colors from doing any damage. That's very interesting. Huh. Cool. Ron Spencer. Good old Ron Spencer. So there you have it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this Thursday shuffle. We opened up some cool stuff from Guilds of Ravnica, and we opened up a sweet Plane Shift pack. I really enjoy looking back at the old border and the art and stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.